You called, I'm here, and this is taking a lot more energy than I have to spare. So whatever this is about my daughter. Alexis, I already went to Sonny. I asked him to give up his legal rights of Christina, and he flat out said no.
Since when do you walk away without getting what you want, Carly?
Since my son was put in a permanent coma.
What happened to you is unthinkable. And I'm sorry. I really am. I don't mean to
insult me?
I'm just asking you to understand just how terrified that I am. Sonny gave up his rights to the boys. He won't do it for Christina, and I want to know why. Is it because he's stubborn or because he can?
It's because he loves Christina, and she's all he has left.
I am asking you to try one more time to convince him. Because out of the organization or in it, Sonny presents a lethal danger to my daughter. Yes, is that the first time you went to Sonny to ask him about Michael and Morgan, he refused. And that you went back again and again until you wore him down. And he did the right thing, and I'm asking that you do the same thing for my daughter.
Okay, your mouth is working just fine. You should go to Sonny on your own behalf.
You know very well if I say something, he won't listen. But if you say something, he will, because you're the only person that has influence over him.
What do you want from me? I already told you I went to him. I asked him to give up custody of Christina, and he flat out said no.
Then ask him again.
You're not
And if you don't do it for me, please just do it for Morgan. He lost a brother. I don't want him to lose a sister,
No,
too.
see, you're not hearing me, Alexis.
I am hearing you, Carly. You've washed your hands of my daughter. I don't know if it's out of apathy or simply out of exhaustion. But if you don't help her and something happens, then you will be responsible.
No, don't you put that on me. I am navigating my own hell here because I made the decision to go to Sonny and be with him, and now my son's paying the price. You made the same choice. You navigate your own hell.
Alexis, please. 10 calls in the space of...
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you were otherwise occupied.
No. You stay. I'm going. I cannot help you, and please don't ask me again.
I tell you, Giselle, you can't believe everything you hear.
So you're not a gangster?
Just a simple coffee importer.
Who, from what I hear from impeccable sources, found it necessary to make a point by slamming someone's head against an art gallery wall on New Year's Eve?
Well, even impeccable sources have been known to take half-truths and run with them. Like the rumor that made the rounds about you not too long ago.
Oh, Jax.
Do tell.
You know the one. About Giselle and the married senator, naked in the pantry.
At the congressional dinner.
Exactly.
Sheer rubbish, of course.
Of course. Jax, you were naughty to bring it up.
Well, see, Jack's just illustrating a point. You can't believe everything you hear. Excuse me.
Jason, it's me. Hi. I really need to talk to you.
What's going on?
Alexis summoned me over to her office, and I should have told her to go to hell, but instead I went over there.
What's she want?
Well, she wants Sonny to give up custody of Christina, and I already talked to Sonny, and he shut me down, and he said no. Now she wants me to go back and talk to him again, and this time I said no.
Okay, so what? You feeling guilty?
No, I feel like a hypocrite. I feel like the worst kind of hypocrite.
Well, I didn't get that from what you just told me.
That's because I didn't tell you all of it. I didn't tell you the part where I took Morgan's Father's Day gift over to Sonny. And you should have seen his face. It was like he was kicked in the gut. And I realized this is the first of many times we're going to have like that, and I couldn't bear it. And I thought, what the hell am I doing? Why am I putting us through this pain? Why don't I just go home, grab that custody agreement and rip it apart and take Morgan over to see his father? Why don't I do that?
You're Morgan's mother. You have to do whatever you think is right, Claire.
I'm already doing what I think it's right. It's done. If Morgan's around Sonny, his life is at risk. I know that. I'm just having a really hard time finding a balance with this, and I don't know how to make it happen. Do you ever find yourself thinking about Michael out of nowhere?
Yeah, I'll see something I know he'd like. Or,
a boy at the playground or something like that, you know?
Yeah. See, that happens to me about 50 times a day. And you know, the cruelest part of all this is how life just marches on. See, the sun comes up, and I have to get Morgan ready for school, and meals have to be prepared or picked up or delivered. And then there's homework, and then there's the hotel work, and people needing constant attention. And then the sun goes down, and it's bedtime, and it's stories, and it's 5 more minutes, Mom. And then I try to get some sleep, and maybe I'll get about 3, and then the sun comes up. And the relentless process starts all over again, and you just want it to stop. Because how does life continue when my little boy is stuck in his own body?
Okay, I'm not the best at giving advice, but I want you to listen to me for a minute. I mean, there are some things that you do that I think you are dead wrong. But I always admire your strength. Just the way you barrel through things, you refuse to let anything break your spirit. And I think you need to draw on that strength now. I'm not saying you can't miss Michael. I mean, there's no way around it. But you can't keep living looking back, Carly. It's not fair. Not to you, especially not to Morgan. I mean, you were the single biggest influence in Michael's life. He got to learn from you. He got to know what it felt to be loved because of you. And Morgan deserves that too. Okay, so that's the way that you can honor Michael. You can keep going even when you don't want to.
I know you're right. I know you're right. It's just so hard. It seems so hard.
I know it's hard. But if anybody can do it, you can.
Jason. Okay, so I guess that's it, right? That's the plan, to rejoin the human race. And take care of my husband. I'll take care of Morgan. And I'm so grateful that I have you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.